Hi, my name is Sierra Wall, and this is my persuasive speech. And first of all, here's my audience. This is all virtual. Gotta situate myself here, hold on. Okay, so let's get started. White people make up 60.7% of the US population. However, this number is expected to drop by 50% by 2045, according to the US Census Bureau. The population of non-white people in the US is growing, and the concept of America is changing. If you live in the US, chances are you have heard different languages being spoken and/or have come into contact with people of different ethnicities. The main article I will be referencing here is Multicultural Education in the U.S. by Yahya Al-Ghamidi. Yahya has a degree from the Curriculum Instructions and Literacy Development at Cleveland State University in Ohio, and he is currently an English professor at a university in Saudi Arabia. He has lots of cultural experience and knows the importance of education. I believe that because of the increase of people from different countries and cultural backgrounds in the United States, there should be more cultural education in schools to help kids interact with the people around them. The need in America right now is for acceptance of diversity and differences in our schools and communities. Don Rhodes, a reporter from the Chicago Tribune, wrote in the article Demographics and Diversity, "Many educators agree that children and teachers representing a variety of races, ethnicities, religions, gender identifications, immigration statuses, sexual orientations, and socioeconomic backgrounds are better off. Those kids do better in school than those students in primarily white schools. Over 80% of teachers are white, but 40% of the United States is not white. These numbers are rising, and it is time that different cultures in the United States be represented in school systems. Schools that are less diverse tend to have poorer outcomes of students. People of different backgrounds are more frequently victims of physical and sexual violence, as well as bullying, according to Rhodes' article. U.S. is one of the leading superpowers, and we are a first world country. Many students, however, have shown we are performing poorly compared to other less developed countries. A study in the article U.S. Education Ranking is Falling Behind by Kimberly Amadeo states a 2015 study showed we are ranked 24th out of 71 countries in science and 34th in math. If we do not fix our scores, we will fall behind even farther and be one of the richest countries with the worst education systems. There is hope, however. We can learn from other countries that are performing better. Unequal Opportunity, Race, and Education is an article by Linda Hammond, which states educational outcomes for minority children are much more a function of unequal access to key educational resources, including skilled teachers and quality curriculum, than they are a function of race. It is not that minority students are not able to learn, it is that they are not supported. We can help people learn and learn from them rather than push them away because they are different. Multicultural Education in Schools by Yahya Al-Ghamidi states that one of the dilemmas is the idea that different cultural groups should assimilate and neglect their cultural beliefs and identities so that they can be accepted by the dominant society. Some educational organizations even fail to address diversity among their student bodies. In order to be a well-rounded education system, schools need to accept and acknowledge differences and work with their kids. America is considered a melting pot, which according to vocabulary.com is a metaphor for a society where many different types of people and cultures blend together as one. America is so diverse that one culture is the best and only culture. This idea needs to be changed. American schools should implement more cultural education in schools. If this does not happen, over half of the American population will be marginalized. We are a country that stands for freedom and equality. However, only white people can experience this. We would live in a world where only half of the Americans would be represented and learned about. It would be like being blind in one eye and only seeing the things that you want to see, which are your cultural beliefs and the same things that you see. If we make a change, however, there would be more unity upon America. We could learn new things and implement different cultural aspects into our society. We could create our own new culture with a mixture of a lot of cultural aspects. This would represent America much better than the traditional beliefs of the American culture. Our test scores would improve and our education systems would grow stronger. We could have more educated people in the United States and have an even bigger and better superpower. Multicultural education and school systems will help improve our education system and help kids interact with the people living around them. In order to allow cultural education in schools, the current idea of America must change. Americans must accept that the U.S. is a mixture of many different cultures and people, and it is not okay to devalue half of the American population. I am passionate about this topic because I am an international student. I went to high school in Mexico at an American school. It was a mixture of kids from all over the world, and I saw how different cultures view things and how they interact. This helped me improve my education, and I learned more about culture and the world in 3 years that I lived in Mexico than the 10 years that I went to school in the United States. Not only are American schools made up of different cultures, they are made up of different individuals. Not all people are the same, and they deserve to be educated as such, so that they can have an equal opportunity to succeed. Many Americans have put a blindfold on and refuse to acknowledge people who are different. I believe there is so much power in diversity, and it is all around us. So take off your blindfolds, America, and see the potential of the country we could become if we took advantage of learning about our world. Thank you. And here's my audience for the second time.